Don't be angry with me. I'm sorry, but I've got to show you something really delicious. Today we're going to talk about favorites, and I've got a bunch of favorites, and I guess it's for the month of April, but I'm starting out with, these are called Cashew Chews, and they're made by Kirkland, and you get them at Costco. So the other week, we were traveling up north to visit my grandson in Santa Barbara. And we stopped at Costco and we were starving. And I thought, and I saw these things called Cashew Chews, and they're made with cashews, almonds, and sunflower seeds. Is it sunflower seeds? It's green. It's something like that. Why do I not have the bag? Because my husband threw away the bag. But I'll show you a picture of them. They are so good. This is all I have left. And the only reason I have it left is because I asked my husband and kids to not eat anymore. These are so good, you can't stop eating them. They're, as I say, almonds, cashews, and green things. I wish I could remember the name of it. They're so good. Run, don't walk to your local Costco and ask for the Cashew Chews. They're so yummy. You can't stop eating them. So the first thing, this is a fave. I don't know if I can buy it all the time because I don't think I'll be able to stop eating it. And you feel a little virtuous because they're nuts, right? So that's healthy. They're really good. So this is a yummy thing, and you got to buy them. And you can order them, and they'll ship them to you also. Cashew Chews at Costco. First thing. Second thing, did you know that 250,000 shower-related injuries occur in American bathtub sinks and bathrooms? And so I was out to lunch with my girlfriends, my sister, my neighbor across the street, and a friend of my sister's. And I was saying, I'm getting a little scared because my shower feels a little slippery. And my sister had been telling me about all these people who'd fallen down. Well, Nanny fell down. Nanny and Moosey. So she fell down. She did fall down in her patio, but she fell down. I'm not sure if she broke her hip or her tibia. I'm not exactly sure what she felt, but she's in the hospital and she's having a tough time. Bottom line. So I mentioned about the shower feeling kind of slippery. And so this friend said, you need to get these strips. These are called SecoPad. Do you know what Seco is? Seco is dry. So SecoPad. And you take the strips and you put them on the bottom of your shower. Now, I also have, I'm going to have these, I haven't put them in yet. I'm not only going to have these SecoPads put on the bottom of my shower, but I also have a rail in my shower so that I can grab onto something. So, we're all at that age where we've got to be careful, and it's so easy to fall. So get SecoPads, get a rod, a grip in your shower. So you've got to take care of yourself. You need to make sure when you're in the bathroom, any place slippery, in the shower, in the tub, you've got something to grab onto, that it's not too slippery for your feet. We need to take care of ourselves, right? Right. Okay, that's the second thing. Third thing, you know how excited I got when I got an espresso coffee machine. I got it, I think 2 years ago at Thanksgiving, and they were having a sale, and I loved it. Well, and I used the frother that came with the Nespresso. But I don't know why. Oh, I know why. So I wasn't happy with it because it didn't have a pouring spout. But the one with the pouring spout was something like, I don't know, $100, $130. It was, and I kept on thinking, it's just so much money. So I was looking around, and voila, I found, Is it called Instant Pot? Instant, it's called Instant. Yeah, Instant Froth Station. Oh my goodness. So you take this and you put the minimum amount of milk. And so I use whole milk, and you put it in here, right? And you put the top on and you press the button and you get the creamiest, milky froth. It isn't all froth. It's kind of, you know what it's like? It's like meringue. Ah, great analogy. So it's like meringue, and it's so yummy, so smooth, it's luscious. And I think it's $58. And they may be having a sale. So it can be a great price. I don't think I paid $58. Somehow I think I paid $38 or something like that. So I'm sure they have sales. But this is called Instant Frother. And I got it on Amazon, and it's wonderful. I love it. Now it does take longer than the Nespresso frother, but it's also better. Now I've got another mechanical thing. So my kids were here over the weekend. Of course, when the kids are here, my grandson was here, and I usually make pancakes for him. But I said, hey, do you want me to make you waffles? Well, I had another waffle iron, and to be honest, it was terrible. I didn't like it. And I can't even remember the make of it. It was one of those, did you turn it over? I don't even remember. I gave it away. But my son said he had a great waffle maker. What kind did you have? It's a Cuisinart, but it's not the top of the line Cuisinart. It's a reasonable price. And you open it. How do I open it? And it's got those ridges, you know, like the real Belgian waffles. And there used to be a restaurant in LA, and I think it was called the Earth Cafe. They had the most fabulous waffles known to mankind. I mean, they were really good. So these are comparable. And if you put this is very reasonably priced, so easy to use. They came out perfectly the first time. And if you take, let's see, my son put strawberries and blueberries on his, and then we buy the maple syrup, the real maple syrup from Trader Joe's. It's really good. You know what I used to do? I had a girlfriend, and she was from, I think she was from Lebanon, and she used to put sour cream on her waffles and then maple syrup on top of it. It's really good that way also. So this is a great waffle maker. And with the summer and kids coming home, this really works beautifully. So I wanted to tell you about this Cuisinart waffle maker. Okay, let me put it away. Then I'll get some beauty stuff in here. You're going to ask, what is this? These are shower caps. You know how you spend a lot of money and you get a shower cap? Well, this is a shower cap. Look at this. So what I do, you know, when I try, these are fabulous. I've got tons of them. And these are great shower caps. And when they've gotten old, you just throw them away because they're so inexpensive, and they work as a shower cap. And also, if I'm in the shower and I want to put what do I want to put on my hair? If I want to put a mask on my hair, so I take this and I put this on top of it. And while I'm washing and shaving and doing the rest of my body, the heat from my head, and the mask all work together. And then when I'm done, I just put it on. I just take it off, and then I let it dry, and I can use it again. It seems like you can use it forever. Love this. Love these. So these are great shower caps. They're not pretty. They're not glamorous. They're not gorgeous, but boy, do they work. I like it. It's really, when you have something that works, it's like my husband always says about Costco. He loves Costco because it works. This works. Then this week, why did I go? I went to Sephora. Oh, they're having a sale right now. So I wanted to tell you about the sale. The sale is 15%. If you're Rouge, it's 20%. And if you buy Sephora products, it's 30%. So I wanted to tell you, this is the time to get products from Sephora. So if you've got a wish list, this is the time to get them. And I discovered something new. So this is mascara, and it's better. It's Too Faced, Better Than Sex, and it's in brown. It's in chocolate brown. I love it. It's really nice wearing brown mascara. It gives a warmth to your eyes, and if you combine it with this is a new find that I'm very excited about. I'm going to have to show you in an upcoming video. This is by Hourglass, and it's what do they call this? Mechanical gel eyeliner. It's like, a mechanical pencil. The tip is so fine. I mean, I'm wearing it now, and you wouldn't know that I'm wearing an eyeliner. It's so fine. I love it. And I got it in brown. I'm wearing the navy blue, and I also got it in gray, and I got it in bronze. And I'm wearing the bronze on the bottom, under here. I love these because they're so fine. They're just pinpoint. Really nice, very nice. So this is Hourglass, and it comes in brown, black, navy, brown, bronze, and gray charcoal. And I got them in all the colors because I was so knocked out by them, and I can play. So today I'm wearing navy and bronze. And this is, I'm going to list them all in the show more underneath. And it's also going to be in the first comment. I'll have all of this information for you. So there are links that'll take you right to where you can buy them. And I really like this Hourglass. No, it isn't Hourglass. I really like this Too Faced, Better Than Sex. Brown. Love it. Love it. Today, though, remember that time I went to Ulta and I saw the burgundy? So today I'm wearing burgundy. What am I wearing? Burgundy mascara. Love this stuff, And I think the mascara is dynamite. Really good. Okay, so that's gel eyeliner, really, really fine, and Better Than Sex. I should, when we were talking about the frother, I get into these things. I love these little spoons. So I use these for my lattes that I make in the morning, and they're so fun. I just thought maybe you'd want to see, they're so colorful. I love these. So I thought I'd show those to you. More. For my hair. Again, this is at Sephora. So Sephora's having a sale, and this is where I got it. This is called Maine, and this comes in a couple of sizes. I think this is the large size, and you heat it up, you plug it in, you heat it up. It's great. It smooths your hair. It can curl your hair. This is a great product, and it gets hot, and it gets hot quickly, and it's got all of these, what do you call it, fibers in it. And it was funny. I came to my hairdresser's salon, and I was saying, I can't do a thing with my hair. And he said, tell me if this works. So he used this and this and this, and amazing. It just smoothed everything. You don't have to curl it and twist it and do anything. You can, but you just you can do whatever you want. But it's called Maine, and I just figure since Sephora is having a sale, this would be a good time to get it. I use this, I would say, every day. And you know what I just discovered? That I use a spray on my hair before I put this on. I use a heat spray, something to protect. And it came out even better. So this is a really good product. So ladies, I'm still loving these panties. So remember, I got these at Costco, and they're by Carol Hochman. The size I got was large. Now, you're going to say, why do you get large? I want to be comfortable. I don't want things binding me. So this is very comfortable. I've been wearing them now for what? How many months? But a number of months, because I told you about this before. But these are very comfortable. I've been very happy with them. I think they're youthful looking, and I mainly wear the colors. To be honest, I didn't think I would because I got them in the beige and the black, and I thought, well, I'm going to wear those all the time. You know what? I don't. I wear all the colors. So I've either got lavender or green, or what have I got? Coral and mint green. I love these. These have been really very, what is the word? Very comfortable. It was a good purchase. Really like it. Do you know Cindy of Beyond 50 Skin? She's a YouTuber, and she's so knowledgeable about skin. She just knows all the products, when to use them, what to use. She really knows her stuff. So she's got a great channel, Beyond 50 Skin. And she had come to LA, and we had lunch together. And then we were walking down Abbot Kinney Road, Drive, Place, Street. And we walked into the store, and it's called, wait a second. It's called One Place. And we're walking, and she said, let's go in here. I love this stuff. And I thought, what is she talking about? And then I was watching Tamara's Timeless Beauty, and she was doing a video on what she eats in a day, and she showed this pan. And I saw the way, was she making eggs? It works so well. So what happened was I threw out I gave away all of my, what was it? The nonstick pans, because I was concerned about those forever chemicals. And I bought the carbon steel pans. And I love the carbon steel, except for eggs. You know, if I make eggs, and a lot of nights I'll just make eggs for my husband, I chop up Canadian bacon, tomato, onion, cheese. You know, I saute that, and then I add eggs and scramble them softly, and it's a really delicious dinner. And what happened in those carbon steel pans, I guess they're not that non-stickish. So I was looking for something, and then I saw this. I saw Tamara use it, and I know that Tamara uses it. Cindy uses it. It is fabulous. So it's a non-stick pan. It's ceramic, and you know how it's hard to carry. Wait a second. Hold things with your left hand. Wait a second. It's so light. I mean, doesn't it look like it's heavy? And this is the color of my kitchen. Now I've got some stains on it. You know, I tried to get them off. Do you know how easy this cleans? You just take a paper towel and it's done. Now this comes also with a steamer and a top. And and a spoon. I don't know what I put this on, but I burned it. So I look at this. And they're having a sale. It's half off. So it's One Place. They're having a sale. So I love this stuff. This is great. I love it. I've been using it. And I keep this out. It's so pretty that I keep this on my range because I love the way it looks. And they have a small pot that I want to get. Do I need it? No. But I love the looks of it. I love the shape. So I'm going to get more because I really like the way this cooks. Now, one thing you can't do, you can't put a really high heat on this. So it's got to be kind of medium. That's fine with me. So I love this one Place. And they even have something, it's like a toaster and a air fryer. And it's the cutest thing. Take a look, and the colors are wonderful. My son is getting one in robin's egg blue. It's really nice stuff and pretty. So I want to tell you about this. So let me tell you about books. The first one I'm going to tell you about is the one that I've asked my book club to read, and it's called Strangers. And it's by Belle Burden. Who's Belle Burden? Do you know who Bill Paley and Babs Paley is? Because I think that you're all more mature. She was one of the gorgeous women who was on the best dressed list forever and ever. Well, her daughter is Amanda Burden, and Amanda Burden's daughter is Belle Burden. Now, so they're really high society. Belle always wanted to be a writer, but she was told that she was a terrible writer by one person. So she didn't write. She wound up being in the fields of finance, which is very interesting. And I can relate to that because when I was about 7 and my middle sister was 14, I saw her do a homework assignment. And it was a painting, it was a watercolor. And it was so incredibly perfect and gorgeous. I told myself, I can't paint. And I never painted. And I always went into music, dancing, choir, theatrical, stuff like that. So I kind of identified with that. Anyway, she's a really good writer. But beyond that, she was married for 20 years. And one day her husband says, I've had it. I don't want to do this anymore. They got a divorce and she's in shock. And he bought an apartment with no room for the kids. He just had it. And this is the story. And it's fascinating. And it's a fascinating story as a woman and the prenup she signed. So this is the story of her marriage and her divorce. It's very well written, and I highly recommend it. It's called Strangers by Belle Burden, Belle. Don't you love that name? Love it. Another book that I really enjoyed is called Theo in Golden. And it's a story of a man called Theo, and he comes to a city called Golden. How can I describe this? It's about this gentle, intelligent man who comes to this small town and how he reacts to the people. And he loves art, and he goes to the coffee shop, but he sees these paintings on the wall, and he sees like 100. No, they're not paintings. I take it back. They're drawings, and he asks about them, and it turns out they're drawings of the people in the community, and he's fascinated by them, by the faces, the way they're drawn, and he decides that he wants to buy them, and he wants to give them to the people and meet the people that this artist has drawn. And it's the story of the people he meets and his relationship with them and his relationship with the town. And it is lovely, just a lovely book. Everybody's reading it. Everybody's reading The Correspondent and Theo in Golden. Theo Golden, Correspondent. I told you about Correspondent, right? And that's another book that we just read in book club and that everybody loved. We had such a great time discussing the book. It's excellent. It's about a woman and the way she works in the world these days. She's losing her sight, but she writes letters to everybody. She writes letters to authors, to her neighbor next door, to anybody. She writes letters, and it's the way she communicates. And you go deeper and deeper into her life, and it's a wonderful character study, and it's a wonderful book. Everybody in book club loved it. And then the other one, it's called Broken Country, and it's by Claire Leslie Hall. And it's a marvelous story of two families in, is it Scotland, England? It's one of those. And they're neighbors. One is a farm, the other one is a very wealthy landowner. And it's the stories between the people and the married couple and the other married couple and the children. And it's kind of sexy too. It's a delightful, is it delightful? No, it's a very moving. Is it moving? There's this woman, and her name is Beth, and she grew up on a farm, and she was next door to, what was his name? Oh, whatever his name was. He was, he was the son of the laird of let's say, the castle. And it's her relationship with him and going to Oxford and her getting married and the war and different times. And it's fascinating. It was really good. And it's got all of these have amazing endings. I must say that applies to all of these books, that the ending takes you by surprise. Really, no kidding. Good books. And I was completely engrossed in all of these books and in Broken Country because you really love the characters. You loved Beth, how she loved her her neighbor's son, how she loved her husband, how she loved, I'm not going to tell you who she loved, but it's a they're all beautiful stories that it was a pleasure to read. Have you been watching The Pitt? So that's a television show on HBO Max. Now, maybe it's a little too graphic, but it's so The Pitt, it's about the emergency room in a Pittsburgh hospital, but it's an excellent, riveting show. I don't know, and they won so many Emmys. I think it was for Best Show. Noah Wiley, who's the star, got an Emmy. The woman who's the star got an Emmy. So many Emmys, and each, everybody's got some terrible thing. And I mean, you just kind of close your eyes and they really show so that it looks real. You kind of you have to turn your face. I've heard that even doctors have to turn their faces because it's so real. Anyway, if you haven't seen The Pitt, it's a great show. And you know the other one? Now this one is maybe 10 years old, maybe more, but it's so accurate, and it's called Southland. And it's a very gritty kind of film noir TV show it's called Southland, and that's what LA is called, about police, going out into the streets of LA. And not only is it about the streets, but it's their relationship to one another. The one policeman is teaching a newbie, what do they call them? Boots, how to be a policeman. It's gritty, but I really liked it. It moved along. There are maybe 3 stories going on at the same time, and I just found it. I liked the pace. I liked the stories. I liked the people. It's a very good show. So you might want to pick up Southland and check that out. So I think that's it. Thank you again for all the new followers. I hope you enjoy my favorites. And I'm so grateful for all the new followers. And I know a lot of people have asked me to do my favorites again. So I thought, yes, I'll do it. And I just had all of these. And there was, I feel so connected to you that I want to share. When I've got something good, I want to share it with you because yes, that's it. I just want to share. I want to share it with you. And because I can't keep it to myself. And I remember when I started eating these, I kept on thinking, I've got to tell my followers about it. My subscribers, they've got to know about this. Other people talk about Costco's chicken. I talk about the Cashew Chews. So thank you. Remember to like my video. Remember to give it a thumbs up. Remember to share it if there are people that need to know this. And what is the other thing? Share. Oh, and subscribe. If you haven't, do it now. So welcome. It's great seeing you. It's always fun sharing good stuff with you. See you next time.